And there's a wonderful saying in Ireland by that wonderful, you might have heard of him, Oscar Wilde himself. He said, "We are all born in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars." And we have a man here who now has 15 years in IT experience, and here's a man who has his feet firmly on the ground, but he's looking in the clouds. He's a gentleman who's worked as the Chief Information Security Officer with MCB Bank, and he's recognized as a leading authority here in Pakistan on information security. So please welcome, to talk about cloud computing, the President and Founder of Cloud Security Alliance, NAHIL Mahmood.
Synchronize our clocks?
Synchronize clocks, yes.
Okay. Then some people from Lahore. When we did this same conference in Karachi on Wednesday, half the people were asleep by 4 o'clock, and about 30% people had left and gone home. So, you know, CFOs and chartered accountants in Islamabad, you complete the job, you see everything to the end. So that's really great. It's really great to be here. First question. How many people do not know anything about the cloud computing and have never heard about it and don't know what it is? So let's raise your hand. And I know that CFOs are very honest people. So please raise your hand. You know, okay, well that's fine. You're not alone, because this is a phenomena which is all over the world. People do not know about cloud computing, and that's why we have this conference. At this conference we're speaking about it. Okay, so let's begin. Why is cloud computing important? IT, first of all, we need to understand, and we had this prelude was excellent, because Fauji Fertilizer talked about it, Warid talked about it, all the things that we're doing in IT. IT is playing an increasingly important role in automating our business. This is very true, because all this ERPs, CRMs, collaboration that is going on, it's all IT. Sometimes we say the company is IT. The company runs with IT. Why? Because IT automates our business process. It makes our engine run quicker, right? Otherwise, we would be working on registers and working manually, still writing with pens. So IT is playing an increasing role in business. IT is undergoing a revolution. There is a fantastic revolution going on, and that's about cloud computing, and we will talk about it. By the way, this is not a technical presentation. They would not have put this in. This is about business. This is about finance. This is about making your business work by reducing capex and using more opex and having a good financial model. How can you leverage advancements in IT for your business? This is the key takeaway that after this 17 minutes left that there are, you will be able to go back to your organization, and I can bet you that you're going to have a discussion with your CIO tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, asking them what are they doing on cloud. So let's move on. Okay, so this is cloud computing in one slide, ladies and gentlemen. Cloud computing in one slide. And you can't really, you may not be able to see what's below the yellow line. It says equals to, okay? So that's in black. I'm sorry, the color didn't come out properly. So cloud computing is about, let's go to the bottom of the screen. It's about outsourcing IT. It's about giving away IT and letting somebody else do it. And we'll talk about that. It's about per unit pricing for IT. It's about OPEX and not CAPEX. And it's about elastic use. You can increase or you can decrease, and it's on demand. So that's really the key concepts. And you know, Fauji Fertilizer, the gentleman was here. He was talking about how they spent 10 months to put up an ERP system. I think they did an excellent job, because that usually takes about 1.5 years or 2 years to do that. So they've done a fantastic job. But you know, what you need to know now is that they have done many things that they needed to do, but there is also another way to do it. And I'm really not saying that FFC didn't do it properly, but there is a new way to think, a new way to conduct business, a new way to run IT. Okay, since all of you are CFOs and you have calculators in your head and you're able to do numbers very quickly, if you can understand this one concept, then you have understood cloud computing. 1,000 servers for 1 hour can be available in 3 minutes. With a credit card, you can go and use them on the cloud. You can get them on the cloud. And that is actually equal to using one server for 1,000 hours. It's the same thing. This is what cloud computing has done. It's per unit pricing. You can make it as big or as small as you want. If you are doing a poll, if you are doing, for example, polling, or you're launching an application which is transient in nature, it's a big spike and then it'll go away, you can take 1,000 servers on rent just in a matter of minutes. Let's move on. So what is the cloud? We're going to talk about advantages, case study. I'm going to give you an example of a real Pakistani company which is 100% on cloud, and we will talk about how you can adopt the cloud for your business. So now that we're going to talk about cloud, I will tell you that what is the other way to do it, meaning the conventional way, meaning the old way, and that's what I call traditional enterprise IT. So the traditional way we have been running IT is really that we have hardware, we have software, we have storage, we have real estate, we have cooling, we have a generator, we have UPS batteries, maintenance, applications, change requests, upgrades, disaster recovery, licensing, call center, service desk, IT staff, which keeps running away and going to Middle East, and in IPT, telephony. It's crazy. You think it's easy to run IT and do all of this? What's this? Anybody tell me what's on the screen? What do you see on the screen? It's a mess. It's clutter. It's a total headache. The CIO is sitting down in his desk every day with his head in his hands and saying, oh God. And believe me, it's not easy. I'm not exaggerating. I've been in IT for 15 years. It's very difficult. Why is it difficult? But before I tell you why it's difficult, you have to even ask yourself, is this your core business to run all of this? It's like running another company within a company. IT is not easy. There's a lot to IT. Even the generator becomes an IT issue because you have to keep your servers up. Focus on your core business. Now there's a new way to do it with cloud computing. Okay. Why is it not easy? I'll just have one more slide. Business is very demanding. And because it's demanding because of the demanding times. Optimal performance, flawless implementation, this is what all the business people ask for. 100% uptime, new capability required immediately, we need it now, frequent changes to applications, make it happen, accessibility to quality data in real time. Where's the data? I want to see the data. Now, IT is stuck with highly complex environment, long procurement cycle, budgetary cuts, huge unwieldy software, legacy apps, old applications, and they're struggling to cope, unfortunately. That's the reality. Anybody who tells you otherwise, and I'm talking about medium to large size organizations, even small shops. I was talking to somebody, a company which is using 8 licenses only on SAP, ERP system, and they're looking to move that into the cloud, and this is a Pakistani company in Karachi. So, you can be as small or as big as you want, and you can still be a customer for cloud. Is IT really an enabler for you? Or is it a headache? Is it slowing down your business? So, really the business foundation to cloud computing is that your company's survival may depend on your ability to focus on your core business. You need to adapt to changing government industry regulations, and you need to make your business profitable. Traditional IT is not helping. Traditional IT is going to be very different in the coming months and years. And IT will become a broker. Everything will be bought from the cloud eventually, and IT will become a broker. It will help to buy whatever you need to from the cloud. So